G'day everybody, here's a little video from quarantine day 2 in Melbourne. I'll try to make one of these every day if I've got something to say, otherwise I won't. But I'll take the opportunity to wish everybody a Merry Easter, or Happy Easter, or whatever it's called. Doesn't feel much like Easter here, but I will give you an explanation as to why I'm here in the first place. Basically, this is the execution of a plan that has been going on for quite a while, where Donna and I had agreed that whoever could put our education, our kind of late in life education, into a practical purpose and get some gainful employment, kind of decided where we were going to go next in our lives. And as Donna has succeeded in doing that and is now very successfully involved in social working, she's basically in a position where she can keep me in the style that I am used to. So we're going to Australia, where she's been for a good while. I mean, basically she's been here for like a year and a half, and I have been down visiting, but it's about time that we get back together again, really. So I've been quite looking forward to it, and we've been planning this for a good while, and the whole plan kind of came together so that if I could get down here by like March, perhaps April, then it was all good. And this is what we've been planning on, and I've given notice on the house we had in Denmark and planned with movers and the whole thing. And then came this coronavirus thing, and people kept telling me, you can't go to Australia now, whatever. Well, they don't know me very well, because every time somebody told me that you can't go to Australia, of course, I got even more determined that yes, I can. So here I am. Had some trouble getting here. It took me about 42 hours, I think, from Copenhagen, including a 20-hour stopover in Doha, as Qatar is the only airline that's flying. But I'm here. And because I'm here and have been let into the country on an exemption, which I had already got approval for before I left, because I could prove that I am actually married to Donna, who is a full-blood Aussie herself. They let me in, and I have to do 2 weeks of quarantine, as has everybody who arrives in Australia, whether you're Australian or not. And that's a bit of a process. It starts in the airport. You basically get met outside the plane by somebody who checks you on a list to see that they're expecting you, and then somebody comes and take your temperature, and then somebody comes and give you a form, and then you have to fill it in somewhere else, where somebody stands and make you fill it in, and then you have to give it to somebody, and then they have to sign it, and then you have to go to the passport, and then you have to go to customs, and then they check your passport 2 times again, and then there's a man that takes you to a bus. And then you get driven to a hotel, in my case the Four Points Docklands hotel, just outside of Melbourne City, which is a 4-star and in itself bloody nice hotel. And then you get in and at reception and get a little envelope with your key, and then you got to go to another man with a little form, and you got to go to a man at the lift who puts your floor into the lift and put you in there, and then manually starts it, so you can only go up to your floor, and then there's a floor guard on the floor who then takes you to the room, and that's the end of it. And that man, who's the last one you see, would have been, for my calculation, person number 17 involved with getting me from the airplane into my hotel room. Bloody well organized. One of the people you run into actually give you a little goodie box with some chocolates and stuff. So if you're not actually sick on arrival, you will be by the time you get off the bus and have eaten all the chockies. But that's the way it is. Absolutely incredible logistic exercise put up very quickly in a very serious situation. Everybody has a smile on their face, doing whatever they can. You get a whole wad of paper of various instructions, whatever, where to call. I was about to say where to go, but that's not right, because the one thing you can't do is you can't go anywhere. I'm basically supposed to stay in this hotel room, and I can't even go outside the door. The moment I open the door for some reason, like to take food in or whatever, I can see this head popping around the corner from the guard that's sitting on a chair outside on the floor, a bit like Eastern Europe in the 1980s. But that's fair enough. I mean, I knew this before I got here, and I'm here on my own free will. So Very well organized. Fantastic effort by the Australian government and the local government here to get this up and running, putting us in some really nice sticks. We get fed 3 times a day. It gets put outside the door. Can order in from Woolworth. That's the only shop, and the family is like allowed to send you 2 care packages during your 2 weeks things, which cannot contain alcohol and tobacco and anything that's supposed to be in a refrigerator or a freezer. So it's fairly limited, really. But hey, there we go. Such the conditions. Let me show you around. I'm just going to figure out how to get this camera changed. So bear with me. Let's have a look if we can actually change this camera around. I'm sure there's a way to do this. I'm sure Donna knows how to do this, but she's not here. So let's just have a look. No, this is not happening for some reason. Come on. Well, I know it's doable. We're just going to have a little break. I'll be back in a second. Well, I can't figure that out. So, I'll show you with this camera on. Hopefully you can see something. This is out the window. That is the Bolter Bridge. If anybody want to look it up on the maps to see where I am. Panorama in here. And then you can see my luxurious sticks, which I have kind of like done a bit of work on getting to a functional state. This is my workplace here, where technically I'm now going to sit and write on my master thesis, which is due in about 6 weeks. So I guess that's actually good timing. Got no less than 2 beds here. One that I actually use, and then I've moved the other one over. That's my kind of hangout area, if you want. And then I've got my sitting and dining area here, because this little table here with the Easter egg on it is actually the only thing I have to eat on. That Easter egg also stood outside my door today. It was provided by some friendly people who thought that or felt sorry for us that was here in quarantine, so we all got Easter eggs, which is very good. The mini bar has been converted to a general fridge. I've got my kettle on there so I can make coffee, and there's basically just the bits and pieces that I've got left over from the food that get delivered to me. And then the bathroom serves a double purpose, in that not only is it a bathroom, but it also acts as a kitchen. So part of the care package I got when I was here, when I got here, was like a sponge and some dishwashing liquid, and even got a towel for wiping dishes here. So I'm glad Donna is not here on this particular content. I would love to have her here in many other ways, but not this one, because she would have actually hated to have to use the bathroom and the kitchen as the same thing. That's not really her understanding of hygiene. But here we go. So yeah, that's how I'm set up for now, and making the best of it. So I'll update you as we go along. For now, happy Easter. See you around.